Hey guys, good morning. Happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early. It's 3:20 a.m. It's a way different video today. Right as soon as I woke up, I go through my usual routine, which you're going to see in a second. And one of the first stories I came across was about Eric Trump. And he says that he wakes up every morning at 4:30. He says the Pledge of Allegiance, first of all. Then he says the Lord's Prayer. Then he says two little family prayers. And then he does this with his children. And then he says he asks something. He asks the kids to say something important to them. And he said then he continues. He says he does that every day at 7:45. Okay, now you notice something right there. He says he gets up. He started the sentence saying he gets up at 4:30 with his kids, says his prayers, pledges allegiance, and then he finishes saying he does this every day at 7:45, no matter where he is in the world. Yeah. So I started filming my morning right in bed at that very moment, which you're going to see now. And then after you see some of my setup, when I get to this point, I'm going to talk more about the Eric Trump video because I really want to talk about that and the Pledge of Allegiance. All right, here's my routine, and then at the end I'll talk some more.
Hey guys, good morning. I thought I'd take you into my routine. This is me at 2:45 a.m. in the morning. I'm thinking about making a video. I saw Eric Trump talking about what he does supposedly every day to lead a clean and positive life, and I wanted to take you into my world. This is me. This is how I look. The one thing I might be talking a little funny is because of my teeth. I've told you guys before that I had my teeth replaced after having them rot out from drug use. Usually by 2:30 I'm wide awake. I got my Bible here. I'm not trying to be pious or anything. I'm sharing what I do every day. I've been doing this every day for 16 years. I'm not recommending that everybody do this. I'm not saying that I'm a great guy for doing this. This is just what works for me. So I don't know if you guys can see the digital clock over there. It says 2:45. Here's my watch. 2:45 a.m. in the morning. So I go through. I start looking after I say my prayers here. That's my this is from the crucifix I got when I did my first Holy Communion, I think. It's something I read about having things of faith. When you recite your prayers, they give them more power. And I feel kind of silly talking about this, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, this is I sleep kind of weird. I got my whole little setup. My whole little setup over here. All right. By 3 o'clock I'll be up. Get myself cleaned up, wash my face. Make myself a protein shake, and then I'll start planning what I'm gonna do for the YouTube video for today. So I'm gonna do that, and then you'll see me in a second, and I'll have my teeth fixed. All right, see you soon.
Hey guys, it's me. I'm back. It's coming up on 3 a.m. I got myself a little cleaned up. I got my teeth all settled in. Got my hair cleaned, my face a little bit. I usually do that about 20 minutes or a half hour from now, but I want it to look halfway decent. I usually make my bed every night. Every morning when I wake up, I got to point out this. You guys probably saw this and laughed. It's something I gave Audrey like 6 years ago, and I'm in the habit of still sleeping with it. So that's why a almost 57-year-old man is sleeping with this pillow. As you guys know, Audrey passed away August 5th, 2021, about 16, 17 months ago, and there's still a whole bunch of her stuff around here that I keep. All right, yeah, I got to make my bed, and I do everything, clean up a little bit, get myself my power, my protein drink, and I'll see you guys after that. Hey guys, I'm moving right along now. Now I'm awake. I got a sip of coffee in me. It's 3:07. I'm finishing and making my bed. I multitask. and then I'll be coming in here to do my morning evolutions. I just wanted to say the word evolutions. You should learn at least one new word a day. I do a lot of reading, and I swear to God, whenever I see a word that I'm not sure of, I look it up. My morning evolutions. Evolutions, the word of the day for Sunday. And here's what I'm reading now. I didn't set any of this up, so Hardy Boys. My local library was selling used books, and I found some old Hardy Boys books for $2 a piece, and I took the whole stack, 20 of them, and I bought them. I have the old Hardy Boys here from when I was a kid, and of course when I was using, I sold off. I had the whole set. I sold off all but these 6, and I got the number 1, the first one ever made here. Oh, the first issue. So yesterday I found these at the library. Yeah, that's what I read. This is going to get a little embarrassing. I thought better of this. I don't want you guys thinking that's all I read is Hardy Boys books. So this is here's all the latest stuff. Now this doesn't include the stuff I take out of the library. These are my books here. I love Miku Kaku. I think that's how you say his name. I got, I don't know, let's see, 3, 4, 5 of his books. Love his stuff. Science fiction, Isaac Asimov. Steve gotta have Stephen King. Some army stuff, Ghost Soldiers, Marvelous World. I have something about climate change stories here. I don't see what that one is. Okay, so that's I read every night before I fall asleep. Okay, it's 3:30 a.m. This is where I usually am right as I'm putting together my video. I'm in the living room. I got my protein shake. My vape. Don't tell anybody I still vape. And then after this, I start my workout. I'm going to have to put my workout in a whole other video because that's 4 hours of working out after I make my YouTube video. This is where I'm going to be today. I have 5 different workouts I rotate. And today it's this is left, right, 20 reps. So I got my workout gloves here. 50 pounds. 1, 2, 3. Do 20 of those. 1, 2, 3. And I do that 600 times. Yeah, 600 times. That's how you keep these guns. All right. Since I don't feel like editing this video again, you guys are going to have to come with me. All right. Over to where I make my YouTube video. In the kitchen. Don't tell anybody I don't have a studio. This is my ring light. I'm going to do a video on ring lights. I found out some weird stuff about ring lights. They can mess up your skin. If you sit too close and you leave them on too much, supposedly they can screw with your skin. All right, Eric Trump, this is what this video is about. You're going to see this video. The link's down below. And he in this video, he's I don't know if he's on Fox News or One America or whatever, but he's talking about his morning, about his faith-filled, I forgot what he called it. He says, every morning I get up at 4:30. This is almost quote. Every morning I get up at 4:30. I say the Pledge of Allegiance. First thing. And the Lord's Prayer. Then he says 2 little prayers, family prayers. And then he says, I do this with my kids. And I have them tell me something that's important to them. I think something like that. And then he continues. He says, I do this every day at 7:45 a.m., no matter where I am in the world. Yeah, even I'll put the clips of the whole story down below. You know, they said it's confusing. Either A, he's caught in a flat-out lie. People do that. When people lie, this is what I've learned. I talk about dishonesty a lot because I used to be nothing but a lying, manipulating. That's all I did. I didn't even know what the truth was. And now, like I've said before, I don't say anything. I don't do things that I need to lie about. I don't say things that I need to lie about. I'm not saying that to be better or whatever. It's just the truth, and it's so much more freeing in my life. And this is what happens when you lie. So either A, he's lying, and he was just babbling, like his father does, blah 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 blah, and he contradicted himself in the same sense. That every morning he does this, but then he says at 7:45 and he says at 4:30. Or, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He might have meant it like, I get up at 4:30 every morning. And then he talks about his routine at 7:45 every night, where he says the Pledge of Allegiance, the Lord's Prayer. I don't think that's it. Those are the only two possibilities. Watch the clip. It's going to be the first one down below, and the story will be down below. I want to talk about the Pledge of Allegiance. I wanted to make a video about this before. I used to say this when I was a kid. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Screw that, man. Honestly, unless I'm in the Army or I'm a cop and I'm taking an oath, no, the Pledge of Allegiance doesn't mean jack squat to me. I'm not going to pledge my allegiance to a country, to a bunch of the senators or Republicans, or to the flag, to a piece of cloth. My only allegiance is to myself, to my family, and to God, and to Jesus. That's what I believe in. And to my sobriety first and foremost above everything else. Not trying to sound pious here, but that's my beliefs. If I had kids, I don't know. I would teach them about civics. But I would not feel good telling them to pledge their allegiance to a country, to a flag. I think back, think about the Iraq War. 2001, what happened in September there? And then what do? We go invade a country that had absolutely nothing to do with it over a lie, over weapons of mass destruction. A complete fictional lie. I'm going to pledge allegiance to that, to people that do stuff like that, to Donald Trump, even to Joe Biden. No freaking way. I want to say this one last thing. Audrey was into faith-based recovery. There's faith-based recovery, and then there's like the 12-step NAAA version. I'm more the NAAA version, the 12 steps. I won't get into that whole thing now. Audrey was faith-based, and she was very adamant. I remember getting her a book for Christmas, and it had a saint for every day of the year, 365 days of saints. I was like, wow, this is cool. And she didn't like it. She didn't want it because she felt that her only allegiance, her only love, her only mission was to God. God and just God, not to the Virgin Mary, not to Jesus, just to God. I don't know. But she didn't really believe in saints. She didn't believe in worshiping a country or saints or anything else. It was just one God. That was it. And I kind of agree with her on that. I am not going to pledge my allegiance. I think of stuff like that when, no. The country is a work in progress. The Constitution, it's a work in progress. It's always, sometimes the country fails a little bit, sometimes it gets better. It's always a work in progress, and I'm not going to pledge my undying allegiance to a project. No, to a man-made project. Forget it. All right, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear some comments on this. All right, you guys have a good Sunday.